Hello, this is Rich Lavens of Eurotherm by Watlow, and I had a question come in from our tech support area this morning with a question regarding parameter addresses. So this particular customer wanted to know the register addresses within one of our instruments so he could communicate to it. He was looking for us to send him a comms sheet with the register addresses, but there is an easier way, and I'm going to show that to you. So Eurotherm has a configuration software called iTools, which is available on the eurotherm.com or watlow.com website. I've got it loaded. So we're going to find Eurotherm iTools, and we're going to open iTools Engineering Studio. It should open here momentarily. And there we go. So what's nice about iTools is you do not have to have an instrument present to see certain things. One of those things is the parameter addresses. So it's called offline editing. And up here in the upper left-hand corner, we can simulate a whole bunch of instruments. So we're going to create a new file. And it opens up this dialog box with all the different Eurotherm instruments that use iTools, which is the vast majority of them. So let's just say I wanted to look at an EPC 3004. When you see this, there are a bunch of different firmware versions and stuff. Normally, I just start with the newest one, unless you're working with an old instrument or something like that. But we're just going to pick a PID heat-only application, just for example's sake. It'll be a few seconds here to load that file in. And there it goes. So we've loaded a file. A couple different ways to look at this. I'm going to show you the two most common. So first one, in the upper left-hand corner here, there's a box called Graphical Wiring. And it's going to open up basically the internal wiring, the logic behind the scenes on this controller. And there's a lot going on here. Again, I just picked one that's fairly complex. But if I want to see the addresses, say I wanted to see what my process value and set point was, and I need to know those register addresses. So I'm going to click on the loop block, double click on the gray header, and it opens that up. So the first thing we're going to see are some tabs across the top. So if I want to look at my process value, that's under the main tab. Process value, the address number is 1. If I want to look at a set point, I would go to the set point tab. Set point 1 is at address 24. Set point 2 is at address 25. If I want to look at the output percentage, well, that's right here. Channel 1 output is at address 1858, and so forth. But you can really look at anything in the Eurotherm controllers, and there's a parameter associated with it. So I'll click on this alarm number 1. So if I want to see the status of this, here's the status. That's at address 2113. So really easy to find and find those register addresses and plan around that. The other way to get to the same parameter is there's a second button here called Parameter Explorer. Instead of having to search through the various function blocks to find what you need, I can just come down here to a folder. So let's go back to that loop. I'll click on the loop box or loop folder, and it opens up exactly the same parameters. Anyway, this works with any instrument that uses iTools. And again, tried to make this simple and easy. Hope this is helpful, but if there's any questions, please drop us an email or give us a call. Thank you so much.